I mean, I don't know really how to use a knife unless I'm cutting onions or something, but it wasn't as if I'm holding it to hurt her. I just was like, back up. I just let me leave. And so by me already having the knife, it's self-defense. I cut her. I left out of the front door.
This is 25-year-old Jasmine Baker. She's confident, unbothered, and dangerously wrong about how smart she is. She thought she could outsmart the detectives, but that would turn out to be a huge mistake.
Couple things that I just need you to clear up for me, okay? Her injuries are a lot more significant than how you're explaining it. Does that make sense? Like, they're very, very severe injuries.
Okay, I'm not understanding what you're saying.
On the night of February 28, 2024, Jasmine Baker dialed emergency services to report a physical altercation with her girlfriend. Responding officers entered the residence and found 23-year-old Kristen Phillips face down on the floor, already deceased. Despite rescue attempts, her life couldn't be saved. Jasmine was escorted in for interrogation, unaware that every detail she shared would soon unravel her own defense.
Just double lock this real quick so we don't tighten them up on you. Should be a moment here.
Hello?
Hello.
How you doing?
Cold.
You're cold?
It's always cold in these
I
places.
know it. I know it. Can you do me a favor and sit in that seat over there for me?
Okay.
Thank you. Jasmine, what's your last name?
Baker, B-A-K-E-R.
You have a middle name?
Kamaya, K-H-A-M-Y-A.
So from how I understand it, one of the patrol officers already read you your Miranda rights on scene.
Yes, sir.
And then you agreed to talk to us?
Yes.
Okay. Although I know that they already read them to you and it still applies right now, I'm still, just for the sake of this interview, I'm just so it flows kind of nicely, I'm gonna read them to you again. Is that okay with you?
That's fine.
So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used as evidence against you. You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him or her with you now or any time during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. With these rights in mind, you still want to talk to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So instead of like asking you specific questions about what happened, I'll just kind of give you the floor and just let you kind of explain. Well, actually, I will ask you a couple questions and then I'll kind of pass it over to you and let you sort of explain everything. Okay?
Jasmine says she's been in trouble before, but there's nothing we can find to back that up. Whatever she may have done in the past, it couldn't have come close to this.
Number 12. Who do you live there with?
Myself. Well, it was myself up until last week.
Okay. We'll get into that here in a minute. I just want to give some general information there. Okay. And then your girlfriend, what was her name?
Kristen Phillips.
Okay. All right. So can you just kind of walk me through, how I understand it, you had flagged somebody down or one of the officers down at Wawa?
Yes.
Okay.
But I tried to contact somebody earlier today.
Okay. Okay, well, let's start from like the incident and then we'll just kind of move forward from there, okay?
So you want to know what happened in the incident?
Yeah, like how did it all start exactly? How it led up to that? How trying to call an officer to the scene, like that kind of thing.
So she pretty much found where I was at. I was at my friend's house and she pulled up there and was like, I want my money. So
Who was the friend's house that she pulled up to?
her name is Reese.
Reese?
Arthena, I think that's her real name.
Arthena? Where does she stay? Do you have a phone number for her?
I don't know about her.
Okay. Okay. So you went over, why did she go there? Was she upset with you for some reason, or?
We were arguing over something little. It was because I didn't text her back. So that argument came into a bigger proportion. I told her she needed to leave my house. She didn't want to leave, so I left. Well, I tried to get away. But she was threatening me, getting in front of the door, getting in front of my car door, basically saying, I don't want to argue with you, but I don't want you to leave either. She found where I was at, was saying she wanted her money back. So my friends were like, do you think we need to go with you? And I was like, no, because I don't want her to think that anybody is trying to hurt her. I just want to keep the peace, give her her money, I'm gonna come back over here, because I did not want to be in the house for the night. People were already saying, since she's been there for a week and a half, that's pretty much her apartment too. I never knew that. So I learned something new every day. So, we got there, I gave her her money. She didn't want to leave.
This is your apartment now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
My name was on the lease, but, yeah. So she's getting in my way, standing there, and I'm like, just please leave, or just let me leave. I didn't have my phone was in the car. I kept it in the car because I know she's a violent person. I know it would have got to the point where my phone probably would have broke, or something would have happened with me. So I just kept my phone in the car, knowing that I should have just kept it on me, but I didn't want my phone to break because I don't have the funds right now to be getting on another phone. So
Here's one for the record books. She thought Kristen might break her phone, so she didn't bring it with her, despite staying alone with someone she claimed was violent. It's like fearing a storm, hiding the flashlight, and entering the dark anyway. If Kristen was truly a threat, then that phone could have been her only best defense. So she chose to disarm herself before the danger even began.
whenever that happened, I was like, you know what? We was doing the back and forth arguing or whatever. I grabbed a knife. I cut the window. I was just gonna, if I have to injure myself to leave the house, that's what I was gonna do. So she came over there and she was like, well, I'll help you. Put her hand on my back and was trying to force me out of there. So by me already having the knife, it's self-defense. I cut her. I left out of the front door.
When you said you cut the window, what do you mean by that?
I cut the window with a knife.
The window is in like the glass, or what is it?
No, like the actual screen of it.
Okay.
I cut that.
So you started cutting the. How far open did you cut it?
Like a little slit, and then I was like going through, and then that's when she was trying to push me through with her hands, and then I turned around and did that and just left.
Okay.
Because at that point I didn't know what happened.
Her words are very minimalist. I cut her and I left. Notice what she leaves out: the multiple slashes, the repeated blows, and most importantly, the deliberation. It's telling that she chose the word cut instead of stab, attack, or even slash. The word cut feels accidental, almost non-committal, but investigators found 7 to 8 deep wounds on Kristen, so that slight linguistic choice is misleading.
What kind of knife was it?
I told the officer it was a cutting knife, but I'm really not sure what kind it was, because I'm not that familiar. I'm just a beginner cook. I'm not really familiar with knives, but it was the closest thing I could find for me to leave, not for it to get to that point, because that was not the reason of that was not the intentions of me getting the knife.
So
I was getting the knife so I could leave out of the window.
So it was like a kitchen knife kind of thing?
Yeah.
Do you know about how long it was, roughly?
How long
the knife was?
It was probably like that long.
Like a chef's knife or something like that? Okay. Can you explain to me how you hold the knife? So was the tip up? So you kind of had it like this?
Yeah.
Tip up, okay.
But it wasn't like, I mean, I don't know really how to use a knife unless I'm cutting onions or something, but it wasn't as if I'm holding it to hurt her. I just was like, back up. I just let me leave, and it happened.
Okay. And then you said that explain to me exactly the motion you made when you cut her. So it was like so how you just described, like kind of like a right to left slashing movement? Okay.
I know I seen skin and blood, but
Okay.
after that I left because I had been calling the police all day, telling them to come get her out of my house. I've been calling them all day, and people kept saying, dispatch is on the way, they're coming. I was waiting. I never seen no dispatch. I seen police riding my road all day. Nobody came.
What time was that you called the police?
I called the police at 1:30. I called the police at 2 o'clock.
PM, I'm assuming, right?
Yes. I called them again at 5 with my aunt.
Did you ever, and you said again at 5?
Yes.
Did you call all from your phone?
Yes.
Is the 911 call still? Did you call 911 and non-emergency line?
911.
Is that in your phone still?
Yes.
Okay. Would you be willing to give us the passcode to your phone so we can see that?
The subtle slashing gesture she demonstrated wasn't even close to what actually happened. Jasmine's own wounds tells a more revealing story. She had ended up with a deep knife wound on her thumb. That kind of injury doesn't just happen unless she was inside the fight, not defending, but directing it. And this also aligns with multiple deep wounds on Kristen.
Password. Is that a birthday or something, or?
No, it's just people try to get on my phone, so.
You put something like super secure. I gotcha.
It was something that I remembered, but no one else would think of those numbers. So.
Right, yeah, of course. Okay, so is the knife still in the apartment?
It is.
Where do you think the knife is?
It may be on the floor, around the table somewhere. I didn't want to look back because, yeah, I felt like my life was in danger, so
Yeah.
I was trying to leave as quick as possible.
Did you lock the door, or is it unlocked?
It's unlocked.
Okay.
Because she still had my house key. I
Okay.
found the house key before I left in her stuff, and she claimed she didn't have it. So
Yeah.
now you're lying.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to leave the house. I understand that, but you gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
You have to leave because I helped you as much as I could, and it became toxic quick. I've known her since September, and it just became toxic too quick. So I did not want to put myself in that predicament no more.
Right.
I wanted out, so.
If Jasmine Baker feels anything about taking a life, it certainly doesn't show here. Not once does she ask, "Is Kristen okay?" Not even a fleeting moment of concern. Instead, we get something else. Laughter, scattered, inappropriate chuckles, slipping through the cracks of what should be horror. When someone is in shock, they might show confusion. They might disassociate. But Jasmine just looks unbothered.
Let me ask you something. So I haven't been there. I haven't seen the extent of injury or anything like that. Is there any chance that you did more than just like a slashing movement? Like, did you maybe like a thrusting movement, like a stab motion or anything like that?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't.
Is it a possibility that you did though?
I would say 50-50. I blacked out
Yeah.
once it happened because like it happened so quick. It was just slash and me trying to leave. So
Okay.
I don't really remember stabbing her like that. No, I don't.
And nobody's related to me anything. So I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason I ask is you've got that little injury to your thumb there. Can you tell me how that happened?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I blacked out and I didn't even know this happened until I just looked down at my hand and it was like, wow, I cut myself too, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna when I step out here in a minute, I'm gonna get you a Band-Aid for that. That way
Okay.
it's not just kind of hanging out there. Okay. And then what time do you think that happened at?
Like around 9 something. You can also it's people that called me, Reese and Tim called me around that time. So whatever time that they called me, that's exactly the time that it happened.
Okay. And did you answer when they called?
My phone was in the car.
Oh, right. Okay.
I couldn't.
So they called right around that time. Where did you go? You said it was about 9 o'clock, 9 p.m.
Yes.
Where did you go? Where did you go from there?
I went back to Reese's house.
Reese's house. Okay. Was Reese there?
Yes. Everybody was still there. They was like, oh, well, we was gonna come because you weren't picking up the phone, and I was like, I did not want it to be more than what it was, because when she came to Reese's house, she was already thinking somebody was finna jump her. Nobody ever said anything about jumping you. Nothing. You came into the territory of me and my friends, so what did you expect? She didn't think nobody was going to roast her and then tell her about herself. And so, yeah.
And I'm sorry, you said that Reese, you think her real name is Arthena?
Mhm.
Okay, and she lives at 465 Pleasant?
Yes.
Okay. So you go back over to Reese's house. You said Reese and Tim?
Mhm.
Tim's the boyfriend, husband?
No, he's just our gay friend.
Okay. He lives there with him?
No, it's just a thing that we do every week. We hang out, regroup, do grown folks things, talk shit.
Gotcha. Does anybody live with Reese? Or was anybody there when you got there?
Reese, Tim, it was another lady named Melissa.
Melissa or Alyssa?
Melissa, Mellissa.
Other than Reese, do you have phone numbers? Other than Reese and Tim, do you have phone numbers for anybody?
No.
After the stabbing, she doesn't collapse in grief or scream for help. She drives away to a friend's home and begins shaping a new version of reality in which Kristen is a violent person.
I don't know anybody's number by heart because, I'm not from here. I just, recently met these people when I moved here or whatever.
Okay. Other than those three, was anybody else there?
Maybe her husband in the room, and maybe her daughter in her room. She has a couple kids, so they probably were in the room, but I never really see them because they're always in the room.
Okay. Did you tell them what happened?
Yeah. They pretty much was already getting an idea from whenever she came over there because she started talking about, how could we just, I guess, drop everything and be together again or whatever. But I told her, I'm done. I don't want you at my house. I want you gone. And, I want her gone.
Did you tell Reese about about cutting her at the apartment? Okay.
Mhm.
Gotcha. What did she say when you told her that?
She was like, Jazz, I just hope nothing bad happens to her because you're a good girl. I don't want to see you in no trouble. And I was like, well, I tried all day. I tried calling all day. And I understand I should have called when I did that incident, but what was the point of me calling if nobody was coming? So I felt like I was bothering, 911 at this point. I keep calling, nobody's coming, so what's the point of me keep calling for?
Okay.
I'm not the type of person that really likes to bother people.
Right.
If I call you too many times and you don't really come or you don't respond the way I think you should, I'm not going to keep calling.
Okay.
I'll just deal with it myself.
What seemed like an isolated incident turned into something else when police reviewed the apartment's call logs. Jasmine made 3 separate calls that night. First, reporting an argument, then demanding Kristen be removed from the apartment, and later sounding increasingly distressed. That timeline frames the violence as inevitable escalation, not spontaneous defense.
Okay. Were you in your car or her car?
I was in hers.
In Zena's?
Mhm.
Or Reese's?
Yeah.
What kind of car does she have?
She has like a white. I'm really not good with cars. I think it's like an Impala or something like that.
Okay. What do you guys do at the gas station? Or you said she goes inside. What is she doing there?
I think she just got her, some cigarettes, Newport Short. But I was already on the phone with my people. I was telling them, I was explaining to them what happened. So they were already on their way from Plum Coast to come and get me. So by that time when we got back home, they were already waiting for me.
Who from Palm Coast came to get you?
My aunt, Sarah, and her husband, Kenny, and his brother, Jay.
Did they actually came down here to get you? Did you go back to them at all, or?
No, they wanted me to tell the truth.
Right. Okay. Did you tell them what happened as well? Okay. And then you have phone numbers for them in your phone as well?
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, Aunt Sarah and Kenny, but not Jay. I should have one for Kenny, yes.
Okay. Are they still here, you think?
Probably not, because the way things were going, they said they don't know how long y'all were going to keep me, so they might have went back to Palm Coast. My aunt, she took my car, though.
Whose car is it at the Wawa?
The blue car?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then that's my car, yeah. So y'all must have told her to keep it there.
Oh, I see. Was she there with you when you flagged down officers?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. And then, so from there, so if I understand this correctly, so after the incident, you go back to Reese's house. Reese drives you to Sunoco, and then you guys drive back to the house at that point. And then from there, you call your Aunt Sarah and Kenny, and they all come down here to get you.
Yes.
They pick you up in your car?
In their car.
That's their car.
Mhm.
And where's your car at?
My car, it was at Melissa's house.
Melissa's house.
Mhm.
Okay.
Because I rode there with her. I rode to Melissa's house. Well, yeah, with her. We carpooled because I mean, yeah, I was a mess.
What kind of car do you have?
Blue Avalon.
Where's that at? Where's Melissa's house at?
It's on like I don't know it correctly, but I remember it was like a A word. Althena or it's Al something, AL something. I can remember that, but I didn't ask her what her address was because I mean I followed her there, so I didn't know her address.
Do you know Melissa's last name?
No.
Is her phone number's in your phone as well?
No, not Melissa. No, I just recently met her through Reese and Tim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any blood or anything like that in your car?
I mean, it might have been some on the steering wheel from whenever I had left. My hand was bleeding or whatever, but that probably would be it, the steering wheel.
Okay.
Jasmine's emotional flatness, the occasional laugh, the casual way she speaks about the crime, all of it points to a disturbing absence of empathy, especially in the face of death of a woman she called her girlfriend.
Who would be able to get in touch with Melissa? Do you think Reese would be able to?
Yeah.
What is Reese and Tim saved in your phone as those names?
Yeah.
Okay. And the same for Sarah and Kenny?
Well, Sarah is Aunt Sarah.
Okay.
And Kenny would just be Unc Kenny if it's in there, yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. So your car, so you drove back to Reese's house, and then you followed Melissa back to her house in your car,
Mhm.
and then Melissa drove you back to Reese's house? Okay. Is there a reason why that you went to go drop your car off over at Melissa's house?
It was just, I didn't know if I was going to get in trouble or anything of the sort, so I wanted to make sure my car was safe.
Okay. Gotcha. Is there anything in the car, like, that you're concerned with or anything like that?
No, I mean, my purse is in there. Not no money on there, but I mean, it's in there.
Okay. And then you said that it's an A-word street name?
Yes.
Do you know roundabout exactly where it is, like where it's near?
I know that Wawa that we went to, it's not too far from that Wawa. So I know it's like on that road.
What Wawa is it? The one on Mason?
Yes, but when you're turning from out of Wawa, if you're going, say for instance, you are going out the way where the liquor store is at, you make that left, but you keep going straight at that light.
Okay.
And I can probably pinpoint it like that from the light, but you know, I really didn't read the name, but I know it said A something.
Eight something?
A something.
Okay.
And she has a black truck though, so it's really not hard to not notify or notice.
There's Azalea. Does that sound right?
I think that's it.
Okay. So there's the Wawa right there.
Mhm.
And then that's like the liquor store right here, where you're talking about.
Okay,
so
yeah.
you make that left out of there at the
Mhm.
Mason. So Azalea is like right, is it? Right there.
Okay.
You think it's right, is it right off of Mason, you think?
Yeah, I feel like it's right up in that area.
But you would make a left off of Mason to go back toward it, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're coming back from Wawa's way.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else that you can think of that you maybe forgot to tell me or anything like that?
No, I mean, I feel like I've been completely honest.
Okay.
Or at least I tried to be.
Yeah, no, I appreciate
From what I could remember.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me go make a couple of phone calls real quick. It's going to be obviously a little bit of a process. Just bear with me. If you need something, just knock on the door, and the officers are right outside, so just let me know, okay?
All right.
All right. Oh, there's a blanket for you as well. You're welcome. A couple questions for you.
Yes, sir.
Is that your car?
It is.
Okay. And then, do you know who that person is?
Yes.
Who's that?
That's Reese.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're on the right track. That car that I showed you, you said so that's the one that's registered to your grandma and grandpa?
Yes.
And is that the one that you dropped off at Melissa's house?
Yes.
Okay. And then, so it should still be there?
No. When my aunt came to pick me up from Reese's house, we rode in her car. We followed Melissa and we went to go get the car. And then that's when we all met up at Wawa and was like, you got to tell them what happened and you need a police to go back with you to the house. Because I told them I'm not going back to the house by myself.
Right.
I already did it. Nobody cared about getting me any help, so I'm not putting myself in harm's way going back by myself.
Okay. And then one more thing. Do you remember when you turned around and you made that slashing movement with a knife at the apartment, do you remember where you cut her at?
On her neck. I remember seeing skin come from right here.
Okay.
So I don't know if that was the upper neck or the chin or whatever the case may be, but I know I seen skin.
Do you remember if she had any other injuries anywhere else on her?
She's got shot before.
No, I mean like fresh injuries though.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. That's all I need to clear up for you. I appreciate it.
Jasmine limps out of a small confession by saying, I cut her in the neck, or maybe the chin. What she doesn't say is that the truth the autopsy shows. 7 to 8 distinct wounds, many on Kristen's wrists, which is a classic marks of defense, not aggression.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. Couple things that I just need you to clear up for me, okay? I just came from the scene and I looked at everything, I got a feel of what happened, you know what I mean? Her injuries are a lot more significant than how you're explaining it. Does that make sense?
You're saying something else happened other than what I'm telling you.
Right, like a lot more happened than just a simple slashing movement. I mean, there was definitely a lot more that happened in there than just that. So that's the biggest part that's really not making sense. I think that you're being really honest with me this entire time. I think that you were scared, didn't really know what to do at first, and all that's explainable, from the time that it happened up till the time where, it's like I can kind of wrap my head around it, and I think everybody else can too. So the time lapse really isn't a huge issue, but like I said, I mean, like the injuries that she has are a lot more significant than what you're saying, so that's really the
I'm unsure of what all the injuries she had, because she could have done anything when I left.
These are definitely not injuries that are self-inflicted. They're very, very severe injuries.
Okay, I'm not understanding what you're saying.
It's one thing to lie. That's expected. What's worse is when the suspect thinks the lie is clever. And in Jasmine's case, her smarts would turn into self-destruction under closer scrutiny.
Has anybody told you you haven't asked how she's doing or anything like that. Do you know what happened with her?
No.
She passed away.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened, yeah.
Okay. Like I said, these are injuries that it's not humanly possible to do this kind of stuff
But I
yourself.
don't understand how a slash killed her, is what I wasn't, because I only stabbed her once. Well, not even stabbed, I slashed her once and I left. So, her passing away, I didn't know how I could have done that just by one slash. She has breathing problems, and she told me about that recently, that she was supposed to get breathing treatment or something like that from the hospital or whatever. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but yeah.
I am not a doctor, but I would venture to say that the breathing probably didn't have much to do with this. So she lost a very, very substantial amount of blood. it was more than just one wound. I mean, there was several. There was several. I mean, they're going to be able to determine how many there at the autopsy, but just from what I could see, there was a lot.
Mhm.
There's a lot more than just one slash. So that's the only thing that's really not jiving for me here. You know what I mean? If something a little bit more happened than just one simple slash and you left, then that's something we need to get out on the table now. You know,
Yeah.
so that's not we can't really explain how that all happened.
Yeah.
I think you can. I think maybe it happened just a little bit differently, but maybe you're trying to like distance yourself from it or minimize your involvement a little bit. But
like when it happened, I blacked out, so I don't really know. I remembered one time, and that was it. I know her face was moving. That could have been something dealing with it. But yeah, I just remember me hitting her one time with the knife. But
so
yeah.
since you blacked out, is it possible that you cut her more than just once?
Maybe, but that's what I remember.
Okay.
That's exactly what I remember. And then once she fell to the ground, I left. So I just needed her to get out of my way because I did not want to be in the house anymore.
Where did she fall to the ground at? So when you walk in, the window that I'm assuming you were trying to get out of was straight ahead?
Yes.
Where did she fall to the ground at in reference to that window?
Okay, if you seen the table that was still up, she fell right up in that area.
Okay. Where exactly did you remember cutting her? Excuse me.
Right here.
I mean, like in the apartment. Sorry.
When she was pushing me out the window, I remember saying, "I don't need your help. I got myself. I pushed my own stuff out the window," and I cut her right there at the window. And then that's when she was moving her face and she just fell back. And so that's why I said she might have cut herself some more when I just hit her with the one time, but yeah.
Jasmine claims that she cut Kristen's neck and then suggests Kristen might have injured herself even further. As if, after being slashed, Kristen calmly picked up the knife and decided to contribute to her own fatal injuries. That's just not plausible. It's insulting to the intelligence of anyone listening.
I didn't know it was multiple injuries because I didn't remember slashing her multiple times. No.
So but you do remember her falling to the ground though?
I do, yeah.
Okay, but you don't remember, so you remember cutting her with the knife and then you remember her falling to the ground, but you don't remember anything in between that? Okay. Okay.
Because she balled up her face and was crying and was like, "Oh my gosh," and I ran out the house because that was my only opportunity to leave. So.
For the time being, is it your dog that's in the apartment?
That's her dog.
It's her dog. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to get her and her shit, her dog, out of my house because that has nothing to do with me. Her dog needs to go to the pound.
Does she have any family in the area? Okay.
She had no one. I was her only person. No one wanted to help her.
Okay. All right. Give me a couple minutes, okay?
Jasmine claims she was Kristen's only support system, yet she ended the life of the woman she supposedly cared for. That confidence in her narrative, devoid of guilt, speaks to psychological discordance, someone who mentally separates their persona from their violence.
Hi, Jasmine, right? Hi. This is Detective Acosta. She's gonna take some pictures of you and then just take a swab.
Okay.
Okay? Any problems, questions? All right. Thank you.
Thank you. How are you? So basically I'm just going to have you stand up, probably against the wall, because it's just easier that way. And then we're going to just take overall photos of like your body and whatnot, okay?
Okay.
And then we'll just do the swab after. Okay. Just test it real quick. So this over just a smidge. You can close your eyes, you can look straight, whatever, look down, whatever you want to do, okay? just gonna get close-ups.
Mhm.
Actually, just face the mirror.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me
All
to
the way.
turn?
Yep,
Okay.
all the way. There you go. Okay, now face the wall. Go up a little bit more towards the wall. Yeah, I just want to get your hoe back. And then face the door. Can you just take your slippers off real quick? Okay. Right side. Whenever you're ready. Okay. Alright, Jasmine, you have any questions for me?
No.
We're just on the hand, yeah.
Mariah, hold on one second. Do you have any more, do you have any more, where's the one cut you have? On your finger? Okay.
And that is a little
Okay,
bit.
do you have any more? That's why I sent a female in here. Do you want to check to make sure? I just want to, obviously you said there was some sort of altercation between you and Kristen. I just want to, do you have any other injuries?
No.
No? Do you want to, did you look? Do you want to look?
I mean, not necessarily.
Okay, no more injuries. Okay, because if so, this is your time, like she'll happily take pictures. Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jasmine Baker was found guilty of second-degree murder and the stabbing death of her girlfriend, Kristen Phillips, following an intense jury trial. She received a 20-year prison sentence with no possibility of bail and awaits formal sentencing